So one of the issues with disruption is it is much bigger than marketing. There's all kinds of more fundamental business models and operational and distribution issues, right? And so what is the role of marketing in disruption?
It would be fake for a marketer to say we're going to disrupt if you don't have the product or the company behind you sort of also doing that with the product. You know, at GE, the company is building literally an operating system for the industrial internet. So I mean, it's hard. It's really, really hard. Digging into the things that the company is doing to transform itself and disrupt itself, frankly, thinking about who would come up and do this and put us out of business, and how do we change ourselves internally to do it so that nobody can do that to us, and then telling the story of, you know, what we're doing.
Sort of levering off some of the things you were saying, the Internet of Things just says, like, all of you never cared how many steps you took until you put on a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, and none of you cared about your sleep number until your bed was telling you what it was. We're hoping that when your garden starts talking to you, you'll care more. And when you care more, you'll invest more time. And it aligns with the trends of, you know, good for the earth and good for people. So all of these things are sort of coming together. And like you said, it does take patience, and it's hard to convert the industry that's all about product delivery to experience delivery is a challenge we face every day. And we're making some progress.
So the perception for a long time was that success and failure were symmetrical, meaning that there was as much downside to trying something as there was upside. And the reality is, whether it's in business or my background was genetics, in nature, there's actually a very defined downside. It's just what you put into it. If you're a species and there's a few hundred of you, that's what you have to lose. The upside is potentially 7 billion people and traveling to Mars. Or if you're a business, it's creating Amazon Prime, or it's creating the next multi-billion-dollar line of business in your organization. And so even if you try 1,000 things and 995 of them don't work out, as long as the 5 are real winners, the math works out. You actually are economically better off than had you not tried all 1,000.
Yeah, some of the solutions that we're thinking of have nothing to actually do with technology. Much of it actually has to do with a whole new way of operating. So one of the things I've been trying to bring more to Microsoft as a whole, and I think IBM's done it really well, they were a client of mine for many years, is design thinking. So you're not thinking of what's the technology going to do that's going to provide a solution, but how do we get the best solution for our organization? Because design thinking is really set up in a way for legacy companies where they get out ahead and then they think no one is behind them, and then the person actually sneaks up, you know, using a different type of car or vehicle and bypasses them. They don't look back in the rearview mirror to try to figure out what the new mysteries are in life.
Like, we're going to fail at 99% of the things we do, and not only is that okay, it's absolutely necessary for our survival.